Hi, it's Kim Hinton again. I got a little ahead of myself on the last time and stopped recording before I made it through all the ways that you can make task card activities interactive on Google Slides. So this um, lesson is titled 3.5. So let's take a look at two other ways that I didn't tell you about in the last video that you can use task cards that you already have and make them interactive. So one way is to have students have a place to show their work. And so give them a way to pop out of Google Slides into a digital whiteboard, show their work on there, take a screenshot, and pop it back into Google Slide to prove to you how they got their answer. So I'm going to get rid of this task card for just a second and show you how to put that in there. So over here, there are some task cards that I've already taken a screenshot of. They're free task cards that I found, and I took a screenshot and they are saved to my desktop. So now I'm going to drag that right into my Google Slides presentation. I want to put a border around it. I'm going to kind of shrink this down just to make it look the way I want. And then over here, I just added a text box that says show your work. And I'm going to send students to a digital whiteboard for them to be able to work out their problem on. And then I inserted just a large black shape and typed in insert a screenshot of your work right here for students to be able to have a place to put their work after they're finished with it. So what I want to show you right now is the space for this digital whiteboard. So if you click on it, it's going to take you or your student out to one of my favorite digital whiteboards, and it's a Google product, and you can just find it by going to jamboard.google.com, and it gives you a blank slate, a blank whiteboard to be able to work out problems on. I've worked out a problem previously on this Jamboard. That's why you see this information that's here. I'm going to click here and create a new plain empty whiteboard. You can change the backgrounds on these, so you could create dots on the background. So you could do some graphing if you want to. There's also like a handwriting paper and some blue and a chalkboard. So there's different backgrounds. I'm just going to stick right now with just the plain white background. And so if I look back at what the problem was, it's a multiplication problem, 12 times 4. So as the student, I would grab the pen and I would work out 12 times 4 equals 48. And I want to make sure that I write my name on here so the student knows that this is my work, or the teacher knows that this is my work if I'm the student. And now to get that back over into the Google slide, I need to take a screenshot of my work right here to show my teacher what I did. If you're on a Windows device, you're going to grab your snipping tool. And if you're not sure where your snipping tool is, you can search for it in the search bar that's at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. If you're on a Mac device, like I am, you're going to hit Command-Shift and the number 4. It's going to create this little crosshair, and when I click and hold and drag, I can make a little box around the work that I did, and when I let go, it takes a screenshot for me and puts it down here, and it's going to save it to my desktop. So then as a student, I can go in, I can delete what my teacher said there about insert a screenshot. I'm going to shrink my screen. I'll find the screenshot that I just created, click it, and drag it into the box. Make this bigger again so you all can see it. And then I can resize that screenshot and put it in the box so my teacher, if I'm the student, can see the work. So a couple other things here. To get this link to the Jamboard, all I did, I'm going to remove the link so I can show you how to do it. I just typed, click here for a digital whiteboard. I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to go to link. I'm going to make sure I've grabbed the link from my Jamboard. I'm going to copy it and paste it right here, hit apply, and now this is an active link, so when a student clicks on it, they can click to go to that exit ticket and be able to use that space. All right, so once again, I can share this like I've shown you the other ways to share with individual people, forced to make a copy by deleting everything at the end, including the word edit, and write copy, and then send that link out to parents and students for them to make a copy that way. And it would save in their Google Drive. And again, you can also assign it in Google Classroom. The other activity that I wanted to share with you is kind of a combination of activities that I have shown how to do previously. And so it's a task card activity, but it also has a drag and drop component with it. And so a student will use this in edit mode, and they can move the circle and circle the correct answer. So let me show you how I created this one. So once again, I'm starting with a blank slide, and I'm going to find one of those screenshots of one of the task cards I took a picture of earlier. I'm going to drag it onto my slide. I'm going to resize this, put it in the middle, put a border around it, and now I need to create some answer choices. I'm going to do that by going to Shapes, and I'm going to format the shape to the way I want it to look. I'm going to go ahead and set up how I want the font to look inside of it as well. And I'm going to put some answer choices in there. I'm going to duplicate by hitting Command and D or Control D to duplicate this shape. I have 3 choices for the student. I'm going to change the answer inside these. And now, if you have watched the other videos, you know that what I'm getting ready to do, I'm getting ready to make this image that I have here and turn it into an image and make it a background. So I'm going to go to File, Download, PNG image. It's going to put it down here at the bottom of the screen for me. I'm going to go into my Google Drive and drag it into my Google Drive to save it. And now I'm ready to insert this as a background. So I'm going to put a new slide in. And you can add a new slide with a keyboard shortcut by just hitting Control M. I'm going to go to change my background. I'm going to choose an image. It's in my Google Drive. It will be in the recents here. I'm going to choose the background that I want and hit Insert and click on Done. And now this task card activity is almost ready to use. So now I need to create those drag and drop pieces like we saw here. So these circles that the student can use to circle the correct answer. To do that, again, I'm going to go to the shapes. I'm going to find the shape that is a donut shape. I'm going to make it so I think it'll fit around one of the answer choices. And can you see this little yellow diamond that's right there? If I click on that yellow diamond and drag it toward the outer edge, it makes a smaller ring. And then again, I can format this to be the color that I want. And now the student is ready to use this activity. And so they can drag and place the ring around the correct answer. I hope you enjoyed part 3.5 of how to use task cards to create interactive activities for your students. I hope you enjoyed.